Ground in the opening quarter. Need to keep on pegging them back. Away we go in the third term. Neither ruckman decisive. Hopper trying to link up with Williams. Plenty of players in and around the footy. It breaks the way of Toby Green to get the Giants going forward. Quainer leading the race, but then it bounced the way of Deledio, and as a result, Taranto had a bit of space over the top. Hopper kept on working. First inside 50 for the Giants. Daniels keeps it in front of himself, then it wouldn't quite sit. Still got company in the form of Himmelberg, who's already kicked 3 today. Goes back to Reid, and the Giants go bang at the start of the third quarter.
The kick from Hopper came in. I love Himmelberg as a player. I think he's greatly underrated as far as key forwards in the competition goes. He just looked to give himself room, then found a better option with the hand pass, made a serve.
Had support from Treloar. Reid favoured by this kick, but Hoskin Elliott brought it to ground level. Pendlebury, look at that kick. Side bottom can go back.
Well,
combining Pendlebury and side bottom, who kicks from right on 50. Collingwood fans at Giants Stadium love it. He goes the journey to Anthony on Cameron today. We might ask him if we can get inside the coach's box again. Here comes De Goey, Hoskin Elliott, Pendlebury trying to get onto his left side. They let him get there, and what a couple of minutes he's had. Teed up side bottom, and now he kicks one, the captain.
Out of the middle of the ground, they are winning these clearances. Have a look at Varco's attack on the footy. A step in front, a couple of quick hand passes. Even though De Goey ran into a dead end, they kept it alive with handball, and the class of this man, stepping through traffic, kicking it across the body. That's a skipper's goal. They are right in this contest, the Pies.
Bit of belief. Gave up the first one.
No long. Off the outside of the boot. Another rise from Myercheck. Couldn't come down with it though. But then, like a thief in the night, Hoskin Elliott had to kick it because he couldn't get a handball away, and it nearly went through. They'll take a rush behind right now, the Giants.
Well, they're asking a question, Jace.
Tries to weight it for Main. And Shaw played it cleverly, got a little body on him, but it spins back into the field of play. No one was expecting that. Hoskin Elliott, and another minor score.
Yeah, great lesson there for Jake Steen.
De Goey looking dangerous, keeps it in front of himself, then worried about the contact on Daniels, went easy on the little bloke. And the Giants able to get it forward. Cameron wasn't sure where the footy was, and it wound up in his lap. He's aware of what Williams can do on the outside. He waits for support. Back to Cameron. Oh, that is brilliant footy from GWS. Cameron's got another one.
And why people get so excited is because he's playing high, he's playing with some physicality, he's marking the footy when he needs to, he's kicking the long goal when he needs to, and he's getting back on the ball like that. Now
kick, and Collingwood finding a bit of space.
Play on!
Crisp elects to play on. He saw Grundy, who stays down. Can he finish it off now, Brodie? Looks to tee up a teammate instead. Myercheck back to his feet, and they butchered at the Pie.
Make the tackle, and then the ball goes all the way to the other end.
Plays on. Now he can go to Whitfield. The extra number being created here. Taranto elects to go for home, and Cameron is filthy.
Well, at least Deledio came back and used Whitfield. That was the exact play last week with our kids side bottom and Pendlebury, and they've answered it really well, the Giants.
Oh, picked off the handball from Adams. Little fumble by Hill, able to atone though. Daniels has a man over the top. He finds him. Finlayson unselfish. Once kicked 6 against Collingwood and didn't get the 3 votes. He might be on for it today. He's got 5.
He's now got Finlayson there, just watching the footy, and then gets drawn to it. And then I don't know whether you would have done that or not. Oh, you probably would have.
Terrible position for a defender to be in. Your opponent's running back towards goal. You've got to look where he is.
Got the better of Cox. Now Taranto, who's found a bit of it in this quarter.
Oh!
Bobby Hill, the showman, nearly came down with it. Daniels picks it up at ground level, and they go back to back in a real hurry.
To tell you, I love Brent Daniels. He is always in the right position.
And he was a spark last week in the second quarter that got him back in the game. So all of a sudden a forward line that was not functioning at all, and we saw the numbers pre-game and it was absolutely 100% right. It's just functioning today.
Not too many goals in 2019 for Travis Varco. Went back and just dragged it a little near side. They took an interchange there, and Whitfield said, "Thank you very much." Finds Daniels. Early ball is a good option. Tomlinson drifting forward.
Nice, the Magpies.
So Tomlinson, a chance for another one for the Giants, but across the... Grundy working hard to bring it down for Crisp. How's this snap? Collingwood fans like it, but there's a goalkeeper, Haynes, to rush it through.
What about the fact that they were in Perth last week, Collingwood?
Or it's just got a little bit of that hangdog because it's not working for him, but it doesn't look great.
Crisp again. Sire has time to aim up the target and drill it. Still a little bit of hope for the Pies.
Oh. Just some hands in tight from Crisp. A nice finish. Confidence, I think, with Cox is really big.
Responded to that.
So just against stage for the push out.
Get him on the rebound, but not tonight.
Finlayson backing back, goes up. Oh, he nearly came down with it. Can he kick another one? Pressure put on the kick, and
this is a battle between self-preservation and knowing you've got to go into there, and hurts Marco in the process. So fantastic.
Go for the kick in the end. Didn't travel the journey to shore, they say. Oh, the rise and able to come down. He put the saddle on this time, Jeremy Howe, and still came down with it.
Yeah, he's got a grin on his face too, Jeremy Cameron. He knows he's just been held up a spectacular.
Phillips, though, and the Giants should be able to work their way clear. Maybe not. Delidio's slap turns it over. Brown kicked one in the first term, and he's got one in the third.
And Jeremy Howe, unconventional, I think, is what you called it.
He's actually holding both his legs, Jeremy Cameron, to keep him there. He was.
And there's a goal from Callum Brown. And Crisp's work rate in this, particularly the second half of this third quarter, he refuses to concede. And now he just needs Pendlebury to jump on the back as well.
The Pies have to take the game on to try and erase this deficit in the final term. Grundy won the tap. Williams gets after it again. The Pies keep their feet and surge it. Inside forward 50 again. Keefe leading Cox to the footy. And side bottom can't keep it in.
Just look at that figure there.
They paid the advantage to Pendlebury, and he makes the most of it. What a stunning finish from the captain.
Next one, the game comes alive.
Last three goals, Jace. The last three goals to Collingwood. They peeled it back from was out to 45 points when Daniels kicked the goal halfway through that third quarter. They've gone Sire, Brown, Pendlebury, back to 23 goals. It's too much, I think, if the Giants are able to kick 3 this quarter.
Nice ruck work. Hopper wriggling clear for a moment, linking up with Green, and the captain slots it.
Yeah, there's one of them.
A huge goal for the Giants.
He thought, I've got some skillful players around me. There it is. I could turn on my left and go for a miracle snap. Well, just give it back to Toby Green, because he has got the ability to make something out of nothing.
Toby Green's been magnificent, Jason. That ball back in the centre after the goal was kicked by Pendlebury. It was
Hill trying to link up with Tomlinson, and then slaps it clear of Sidebottom's grasp.
Ian Hill will keep playing if he does that. He'll keep playing in the seniors, because that's the sort of thing that's been lacking from this Giants side at times, is the forward pressure. Tackle, keeps the ball in.
And the Giants and another one. Mumford, what a little period of the game he's having. Teeing up Zach Williams, who didn't like it off the boot. Howe backs back bravely and gets it through. Coming back for the Pies. Mumford again. Hopper. Here comes Cameron. His man went to ground. Little tunnel ball from Jez is going to work out. Himmelberg, time to take a bounce and be unselfish again. That's why he's the goal assist king in the AFL. And look who gets the...
They got one back late. They kicked the last 2 of the third quarter and the first and the last, and now they've been able to kick 2 just to settle it back down again. They've had answers all night. Really been good. 2 ruckmen playing them was a risk coming in. It's worked out beautifully, Jace.
Well, no one gives away more goals than Harry hit too often.
Daniel, on it, play on.
Normally the last line goes to Pendlebury. Look at that kick. De Goey will get the mark paid.
The Giants coming into this.
He kicks a goal, at least one every week, but he's goalless so far, De Goey. Hill uses Hopper. He looks for Daniels. Quainer got back. Great running by the youngster. Oh, Adams turns it over, though. Will it dribble through? No. Gets it back, tries to handball for himself, a la KB. But the Giants have the numbers now. Delidio, another involvement in this passage, and we finally get the stop. Williams Deledio screaming for it. Williams goes for Bobby Hill. He's going to get his first goal in front of the home fans. And they're going to love him for years to come, Bobby Hill.
Best.
Because he just stood there and held his ground. Look, very few people can kick this sort of distance. Zach Williams, know your teammates. And Himmelberg just held his ground. He got there. He didn't have to put the arms out to do anything. Made it a certainty. But this kick is special from Zach Williams.
Zach Williams in the midfield. What a huge win. And still going strong at the end of the game.
The troops are a bit settled. Lockie Whitfield looks like he's a bit sore and a bit ginger with that left foot at the moment.
Good luck marking that floater. Off Simpson's boot, but Green kept his eyes on the foot. He kicked a handy goal when Collingwood were trying to challenge early in this final quarter. Can he make it 2 for the term? The captain standing up today. A stand-in captain, but maybe,
you know, over the last month particularly, you've looked at it and gone, oh, maybe it slipped past them. But this bloke gives them hope, I think, Toby Green, and he gives them belief. And maybe again, well, not maybe, I think they're believing again on the back of this.
Brown. He's been one of their best today, and he does the team thing here. Hoskin Elliott will get the payoff.
Really clever kick, Callum Brown.
One of their best, doesn't he?
He works hard. He's always in the game.
Hoskin Elliott slots it through.
Finished their last, Collingwood couldn't have been more impressive. They played the most dominant 45 minutes against the reigning premier on their home deck you've ever seen, and they started in a manner which couldn't have been more unimpressive. So I might shoot that one out the window, mate.
Hasn't been a big day for Will Hoskin Elliott against his former team as well. 11 possessions, but gets a goal on the board.
Goes from 52. Gets enough shoe on it too.
I thought he started to turn the corner last week. He got his hands to plenty of them that he probably should have taken.
This guy will be there. Finlayson's backing back to the goal square. Green looks for Cameron. Now, if he gets 6, Jace, you're going to go into bat for the key forward. Opening up a buffer in the Coleman medal race. 6 straight from Jeremy Cameron. It's in a goal.
I love the way Toby Green knew he had Cameron one out. He just waited. Waited for a little bit of space. Knew he could find him.
The thing about this is his direct opponent's probably been Collingwood's best too. That's how good a game he's played.
Free kick given away by Lloyd.
Well, Daniels and Hill also mean that Green can push in as much.
Maynard found a man in space. De Goey wants to keep that streak going. Hasn't been held goalless in 2 behinds and no majors today. Normally tugs them left from here. If he does miss, bends that one back, and you just can't hold him off.
In the discussion too, Heath Shaw, the game that he's played.
Yep. One of the rare times they haven't.
Mumford wants it. Himmelberg's all alone in the pocket. Maynard trying to get there, give away a free kick or a mark.
See, that's been the impressive thing.
Little look at the shot clock on the big screen at the other end of the ground. Inside 10 seconds to go, and he continues his 100% success rate. He and Cameron have kicked 10 straight.
Hamstrung with what they could do given the side they picked.
He was right behind that marking contest and sprinted.
Simpson slapped it to Adams, teeing up Grundy. Might be having a shot almost. He goes really deep. Shaw trying to hack it out of there. Had it airy, and Grundy does kick one from 65.
Vociferously at all. But this is a big roost from Brodie Grundy, and he has played an outstanding game. I think he's clearly been their best.
No one's had more clearances on the ground than Brodie Grundy. Well,
I don't think he's even asking for Snicko on that one.
We would have seen a much bigger protest.
He sure would still be running up to the centre with the umpire if he touched this.
Try and bounce back again like they did against West Coast last week. Taranto can't get it clear. Well, not many gave the Giants a chance today, but Leon Cameron has pulled all the right reins.